I literally just dipped my hand underwater and I held my breath, and I was thinking to myself, like, I cannot believe that he went to bother me while I was out for a swim. Hello, hi, how are you? And welcome to my channel where you too can be beautiful, where I am passionate about teaching and connect more with the dark side of your soul.
No, but for real, if you can't connect to the dark side of your soul, baby, you can't be truly happy. You know that they say the tree can only grow as tall as the roots grow deep.
I really hope that you will comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, and let's get this thing started and talk about how I got my father got scammed in Cartagena, Colombia. We're gonna start off by saying that as soon as we got onto this boat, we were going to the prettiest beach. It's not that it was ugly. I'm not saying that. That's not what these said. I'm just emphasizing the words that these scammers use in order to like sell you things, because everybody in Colombia is trying to sell you things and to get money from you. Always, you don't get a breath, you don't breathe, 2 minutes don't pass that somebody's not trying to offer you something to purchase. Okay, I literally had a man reach into my wallet trying to get tipped out. I had a bell rung in my face, okay, while I was literally laying down tanning on the beach. I had a motorcycle follow us. My dad had to fake like he was gonna run him off the road. We had a guy follow us on the beach, and that's not all. Okay, it was a lot. Cartagena, Colombia, it is a lot. I recently spoke to my coworker that is from Colombia, and that says that she cannot stand Cartagena because solely of that, like, they just do not let you breathe. It's really, really, really obnoxious. But anyways, as we were getting onto this boat to go to the island, there was like two guys already arguing about,
Oh no, I'm gonna take him. Oh no, you can't come. Oh no, like what are you talking about? Yes, I'm gonna go.
already from the start, running after that coin. I didn't even notice at this point. This is something that my dad and my dad's lady friend noticed. I'm gonna call her Joanne. We're gonna call her Joanne. That's Joanne. And whatever, we went, and I was just feeling cute, feeling myself, super excited to go onto this private beach or whatever. So we went. We get there. First thing I noticed that off rip bothers me. I go to, oh wait, no, hold on. So what we get when we get there is like, it looks like they were trying to imitate a nice like a resort that has like those like beds with the pillows and like the curtains and the thing and the chairs and the tanning bed. They were so trying to recreate that. Imagine that, but like low budget, you know. And I'm not judging the fact that it's low budget, you know. I'll tell you at the end why I'm saying that it's low budget, because I don't care, baby. I'll sit on the sand. I don't mind sand in my booty hole. Okay, I'm gonna go home and wash it off anyways. Like, I'm not a prissy little girl. Like, I've been through it. This is fine. A chair, perfect. A tanning bed, even better. Like, you know, but it was definitely low budget. This is our setup. I go and I like lay my towel down, and I off rip notice that the guy that is directly in front of me has his chair looking this way, and there's another guy next to him too that the chair is looking this way, and I'm this way. Like, the beach is over there. It was just really uncomfortable where they set up all the stuff, just how strategically the tanning beds were placed and where you chose to sit just looks suspicious. Like, coincidence? Okay, whatever. So I just immediately took a breath. I turned my tanning bed this way. There's a guy next to me, also with his chair looking at me, directly at me. I'm like, okay. So I get my tanning bed and I turn it completely to the other side. If I'm at the beach and I have a tanning bed, I want to face the ocean. I want to look at the ocean. But instead, I have to look at your ugly face looking at me, staring at me, checking me out, looking at my body like, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. So whatever, I'm reading, and after a while I hear my dad say, oh, like, she's reading, like, don't bother her. And I looked up because I already know. I'm like, oh, does that mean that the jet ski is here? And my dad's like, yeah, the jet ski is here. And I was like, ooh, what's up? Like, let's go. He's like, no, it's okay. You go ahead. I'm going to stay here with Joanne. And I'm like, okay, chilling. So I go, and the guy's like, oh, you want my son to go with you? I'm like, oh, nope. Like, who? No. Men and I, no. I can't deal. His son tells me like the rules, like,
oh yeah, like you can't go past this point, or this like this point, stay over here, don't come too close because you could run people over, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool.
I think I asked him like how much time do I have, and he kind of just like skidded around the question. And I was like, okay. So I really had no idea how much time I was supposed to be out there. He's like, I'll call you when it's over. And I'm just like here thinking to myself like, damn, I'm way out there. I'm like looking at the shore. I'm like, I don't even see anybody. Like, how am I supposed to see you calling me back to shore? Like, I'm just like weirded out. First thing I noticed from the jet skis, no shade to the jet skis, I love jet skiing, but like they just don't go as fast. I'm not saying that all jet skis in Colombia are like this. His jet ski was not as quick as the one that I rode in the Keys. I was expecting some whiplash. I was expecting I was expecting thunder, baby. I was expecting to fly off that hole. I was like ready. I was ready, but every time you would like turn, it would like slow down. I'm like, oh, this is kind of whack. And like, it's not like I'm going far. I'm not like exploring. So after like 20 minutes or so, I'm like, okay, let me go see if my dad wants to ride the jet ski. So I go up to shore, and the guy's like, that's it? And I was like, no, like I came to get my dad. Maybe he wants to ride the jet ski. The guy goes to get my dad, and he comes back.
He's like, oh no, like he's eating, he's drinking a bottle, blah blah blah. You go right ahead. And
I asked the kid, how much time do I have? And he kind of like tried to like ski around the question. And I asked him again. I was like, how much time do I have on the jet ski? And he finally told me. He was like 4 hours. I was like, okay. Could I have said that the first time? All right. Sorry. All right. So I go on the jet ski and I ride. I rode this hole for an hour and a half. I kid you not. I rode in a circle on the beach for a whole hour and a half. That's more than enough time, I think. I go on shore and I'm walking back. He's like, that's it. Like, ride more. I'm like, I'm good. I just want to chill on the beach. I'm excited to get back to my book. I'm excited to close my eyes, listen to I'm excited to do my thing. Get off my case. Let me live my life. Let me make my choices. Don't stuff them down my throat. And at this point, I'm just being super polite because my dad's here and Joanne's here, and
I just don't want to be the problematic person in the group. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be the one to tell them, hey, you can't chill next to me, or hey, you can't, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to be that person. So I just read my book, went about my day.
And this guy literally kept coming up to me, asking me if I want to ride the damn jet ski. Guys, when I kid you not, that he asked me multiple times if I wanted to ride the jet ski, and I was like, no. I was about to get a tattoo on my damn forehead. No. It even got to the point where I went to the water. I just couldn't believe this literally happened. I went to the water and I see him on shore. And his son rides next to me on the damn jet ski. And he goes, and I was like, I literally just dipped my head underwater and I held my breath. And I was thinking to myself, I cannot believe that he went to bother me while I was out for a swim to see if I wanted to ride the jet ski. As I was walking back on shore, guess who it is? Do you want to ride the jet ski? Do you want to ride the jet ski? Do you want to ride it? 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 No, I don't. A little bit later, I'm reading, and this man taps me on the shoulder. Do you want to ride the jet ski? Bro, I put my book down. I walked to my dad. I was just at this point trying to remain my composure. I love my dad and I love him to death and I would do anything for him. But like being around that, just because I'm not paying for stuff and just because I'm not doing stuff, I feel like I don't have a right to be authentic and be myself. Because like if I were with anybody else or if I was by myself, like I would have stopped this from the very like off rip. I would have stopped this and I would have not been mad. So I would have been able to say this in a nice way, like,
hey, like, you really need to leave me alone. Simple. I don't like people bothering me. I'm here to chill. Please respect my wishes and leave me the hell alone. You know, but at this point, like, I just didn't, I didn't feel comfortable doing that in front of my father. I didn't feel I had a right to, you know, tell these people how I really felt, which says a lot about me. And
at this point, I'm like really trying to hold my body language because it's everything shows on my face, everything shows in my tone, everything, like, just by my walk, you can tell that I'm annoyed. Like, I'm over here, like, just like, like, you know, this kicking sand, bro, kicking sand. You know, when you stomp so hard that the sand's just like, you know, that's how freaking hard I was walking. So I walked to my dad and I'm like, are you gonna ride the jet ski? No, I'm not. Okay, thank you. So I go back to my chair and I turn back to him and I'm like, nobody's gonna ride the jet ski. We're done with the jet ski. I'm not gonna ride any more jet ski. I'm not gonna do it. 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 Please leave me alone with the jet ski. Please. While that's happening, I'm like chilling on the sunny tan thing and there's a guy that is not even part, like, we don't know who this man is. I don't, he was wearing a red shirt and like red camel pants and like sandals. Like, that's all I know about this man. Like, I've never seen him. He didn't come on a boat with us. He wasn't renting me the jet ski. He wasn't our waiter. Who are you? Every time he walked by my tanning chair and he tapped it and my, like, it bounces back like that. And I'm like, okay, that was like annoying, but you know, it could have been an accident. He walks by, he does it again, boom, boom. I'm like, and I'm here thinking at this point, like, is this their way of communicating? Maybe letting me know that he's behind me. He doesn't want to scare me. He doesn't like what? But like, why is your hand in such close proximity to the top of my head? That's what I want to know. I want to know that. Then he does it again. It goes boom. And I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, oh my God. And then he did it one more time. And at that point, I made it very obvious by my body movements and the way that I was arranging the chair that I was annoyed. And I was just like huffing and puffing. Like, you know, and I told myself, if he did it one more time, I'm saying something. I'm going to say something. But that was it. That was it for him. He decided not to do it anymore. And I was like, thank you. Another thing that happened, I had to change my cup, my menstrual cup. Your cup fills up and your cup has a lot of blood in it. And I was like, oh boy, it's time to change it. Like, let's go. You know, where's the bathroom? I asked my dad, yo, Dad, where's the bathroom? He's like, oh, you're going to use the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, I need to use the bathroom. He's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, okay, it's back there. And it's like a cement thing like that. And like, it has cement floor and it has a cement back. And then it has a red curtain with a little hole on the side. And the wind is like, like, you know, they didn't even have a little hook to close the curtain. Like, that curtain was just like ready to flash vagina that day to the world. Okay. And I'm over there like
holding it, trying to change it, doing the most. There's no sink. I have the sand on my hands, like, just super uncomfortable. Any of my ladies out there that wear cups know what I'm talking about. Like, I need a sink. Like, and so I dump it in the water, all the blood in the toilet, and Lord and behold, it doesn't flush. I was like, okay, well, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault that your toilet doesn't flush. It's not my fault that I have my period today. This is what it is, and you have blood in your toilet now. What would you have done if I had a tampon? Because there was no trash can in there. Like, what would you have done if I had a tampon? Or a pad? What am I supposed to do then? Huh? I would like to know. Ew, a pad at the ocean, though, I doubt that they're expecting it.
Like, on top of that, you don't have a sink. Like, there's a restaurant there. I hope there's a sink and you guys wash your hands in there because disgusting. We went and I changed it out. I had like bloody hands. I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to wash it off in the ocean. Like, no big deal, whatever. The struggle is real. I enjoy it. It's fine. We're in Cartagena, Colombia. Live it up. At this point, I'm just kind of like looking at the time, it didn't feel like we were in a private beach having a family vacation. It felt like we were at the beach and these guys were like some random dudes we met on the beach and they were just trying to like party with us and stuff, you know. But like, baby, this is a family vacation. At one point, like, they started like kind of like asking me questions like, that's all you're gonna eat? Like, you don't eat that? You don't eat anything? Like, I understand. At this point, anything that you do is just gonna be the cherry on top. I'm just gonna be annoyed. Again, he asked me, do you want to ride the jet ski?
And I just smiled very politely, and I kind of did like that like psycho laugh. And I was like, please don't ask me anymore if I want to ride your jet ski. Please, please.
We're wrapping it up. It's 3:30. We were supposed to leave at 4. I hear my dad say, all right, like, call the guy, like, let's ride. And he's like, oh, yeah. They pretty much lied and said that they were going to call it. They never did. And the check finally came. And this is where stuff got
A little ugly, you know what I mean?
My dad's usually not the type to ever check receipts, but Joanne was like, let's see the receipt. Like, let me see the receipt. There was no menu. There was no nothing. She was like, no, let's check the price. You know what I mean? So not including the jet ski and not including the trip on the boat. Like, this was excluding all that. This was only for what we got there. This is also not including the food and the 2 bottles of Buchanan that we had. They were charging us $600 for the bed, the tanning bed, and the plastic lawn chairs that I could get at the freaking Dollar Tree. $600.
You know what I could get for $600? That is my ticket to Ultra right there. That is like probably a really cheap bed frame. That is like a whole ass bottle in a club in Miami where I get a nice bathroom that I could wash my hands in. Like, for $600, I better have a door on my bathroom. I better have a trash can. I better have a sink. I better have some soap. $600? No.
No. And that was not even including like the 2 bottles of Buchanan, the fact that which my dad shouldn't have offered them to drink out of our stuff, or his stuff, shall I say, because I am soba dolo. And yeah, $600 was a lot, and that was for sure a scam. We definitely got into an argument. They left mad. On the way back, the guy that kept asking me if I wanted to ride the jet ski, he was like litty titty from the drinks that my dad was like offering to him. And like, he was like with his cap, I could tell that he was looking at like my body. Like, I was sitting here and he was sitting like next to me, and he kept looking at my body, and I was just like staring at him in disbelief. I was just like, and then I was like, yo, is there something wrong with you? Like, at this point, I was just like mad as hell. Like, we talked amongst each other. Joanna was like, no, I can't believe that they never left us alone. That like all these things, like, y'all never spoke up. Y'all look like you were having a great motherfucking time, and I'm over here like, you know, like, damn, I want to breathe, baby. I want to breathe. But they never said anything. They never looked upset, because I don't mind talking my 2 cents, being like, hey, nicely, respectfully, this is a family vacation and you're all up in my space. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. If I need anybody, if I need help, if I want to ride the jet ski, I will use my throat chakra and tell you. Okay? Thank you. And that's it. That is it. That is it. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. But y'all looking like you having a great time. So like, I just sat there and held my tongue. What the hell? I don't know what my dad paid them after that, because he still wanted to charge me for the 4 hours of jet ski. Oh no, but you said, oh no, but I rode. Like, what? You want to charge me for something that's not existent, that it didn't happen? And I literally told you, like, cut it. Nobody's gonna ride the damn jet ski anymore. Nobody's gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it, baby. That was the story on how we got scammed in Colombia, Cartagena. If there's anything that I want to say about Cartagena, is that I am really grateful that I visited. I just want to see where people are from. I want to understand people more. I would go back just to like party, honestly, to go to that techno club. I met a few people. I thought it was fun and I had a great time there, and that was the highlight of my trip. But other than that, I would not recommend Cartagena if you want to like do day trips or like beach days, or like, no, you either go there to party, baby, or you're gonna go somewhere else where you can have a peaceful, nice time. So that is my video. Thank you so much for watching me tell my story about how I got scammed. My dad got scammed in Cartagena, Colombia.
And if you stayed this far,
I want to thank for staying this far. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. I hope to see you next week on the next one. Bye.